Hello! I don't really know how to start this video, but I'm just gonna explain right now and maybe that'll help me launch into it. So this video is specifically for people who are invested in what I've been putting on my YouTube channel for a really long time, and they watch every single video that I put out. And especially if you comment on every single video that I put out, this video is for you. And if you're just stumbling across this video or for some reason you've never been on my channel before and you don't know what I'm talking about, then this video might not be for you. And I'm okay with that. You don't have to be okay, but that's it. So you might not want to stick around, but like, you know, I've been listening to my comments. There's some people that comment on every single one of my videos. And there's this one comment that I have from Thomas Jake. And he says, sitting here at 3:30 a.m. needed a reminder that there's some joyful people left in this world. Thanks. Like this video right here is for you, Thomas Jake. Or Dogleg comments every single one of my videos. James Hodgins, like these are people that, you know, you've heard me shout out these names before. Daniel Smith comments like every single time, and he gets the first comment, and like I can't tell you how much these messages and this kind of just the constant reminder that what I'm doing is making a difference to some people like you, remember, because this video is for you if you watch every single video I put out. Because sometimes I put out videos and I'll only get, it doesn't really matter the numbers, but that's what I'm learning. And so it's like, I'm gonna start crying because it's like, sometimes I'll put out a video of me wearing, it doesn't even matter what I'm wearing, but it's like, you know, a video, like the Christmas video I put out, and I had like lipstick on and a Santa hat, and that got like over 1,000 views. And then I put out a video and it is about me working in my studio or me going to an iron pour conference, and it gets a couple hundred views. It really messes with my head to think that what gets more views than others. And what I'm reminded of when I see the comments of the people that I've seen their names over and over and over again in the comment section is that I matter to those people. And those people are the people that I should be making this for. And I mean, I'm making it for myself, and I'm making it as an expression of who I am and trying to share it with people. And so yes, if you're still here and you're still watching, then this is for you, because I want to get in touch with you and let you know what's happening in my life. And so there's a lot of good things that are happening, but they're happening really fast. And it's kind of taken me away from that style of vlog video where, you know, you see me working in my studio and I'm like, okay, this is a studio day. Here's where I'm at. And then you see the time lapse with the voiceover of me doing all of my stuff. And then you see the end. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten and this is where I have to go next. You know, I haven't been able to get into the studio to make that content in a while. And then I just did finish that video of me going to Indiana to sculpture trails and, you know, spending 24 hours there, and what happens in 24 hours at an iron pour event. That's the type of content that I want to make. But then also the me working in my studio is the kind of content that I want to make, and the me working in my studio making sand molds and then bringing them to iron pours is the type of content that I want to make. But also when I go to these iron pours and I film my friends, you know, doing their wonderful performances, or I even get to step in and help do a little bit of a performance pour or something. And also even just a production pour, just filming the honest, hard work, action of being right at the foot of the furnace when it's tapped and catching that molten iron and then walking it over to a sand mold that somebody else has lovingly invested their time and sweat equity into making, and then you pour that and you cast the cavity of the mold, or, watching my friends do that act and catching footage of them being on the ladle and then pouring the molds. I like to put that to music because I feel like it gives a viewer, how can I say it? It's like you as a viewer get to see through my eyes, through my lens, what I do in this video editing software to take the footage that I captured, that I saw happen, and I captured it, and then to kind of remix it and mold it. And so I can, show you what you should be focusing on. And I can cut out okay, so it took 6 passes with the skimmer to get all of the crud out of the ladle, all of the slag off the top of the ladle. It's like I only have to show 2 swipes, And so it's like being able to show you kind of like the distilled essence of what's really important in those clips and that footage, and then having it to music that I feel like matches the feel of either the person who is pouring, because I know them specifically, or just the atmosphere of kind of how I would feel. Sometimes it's jazzy, sometimes it's a little funky, sometimes it's rock music, sometimes it's like soulful, maybe a little bit of bluegrass, or big band. It really, I feel like, informs you as a viewer in a way that is in a way that I want you to be informed. That's it. Yeah. And so I got this one, this is triggered by a comment, but so it's a comment by somebody named Paul Silva. He says, "Hello girl, where's that pretty pink helmet? ? And it made me think that from the other side of the YouTube portal that you are sitting on, if we're going to consider like that what I'm saying right now is going into my camera and then will be uploaded to YouTube, and then through the YouTube internet portal down to your phone or your computer screen, I could see how this sudden jump from the vlog style videos of me going to an iron pour or working in my studio where I'm like checking in with you, or like I just posted that one of me making the tiny cast iron skillet, and it was very like me talking to the camera. You got a lot of my personality and a lot of connection with me. And then all of a sudden, I've stopped doing that kind of content, and I'm putting out these short little clips of iron pouring to music with no explanation. Well, so here's the explanation right now, if you're still with me. But it's just like, I'm still doing that vlog style content, but I'm also still doing that friggin' podcast. Remember I made the announcement where I have this podcast where I interview people and, hear their stories about how they learned iron casting and stuff. And that's the podcast Iron, and it's got its own YouTube channel and its own Patreon and everything like that. That's its own separate entity thing that I'm still keeping on running. And then what I was trying to do for a while was I was trying to upload something on the YouTube channel every other week. And so it was like I would upload a podcast, but not on the YouTube channel, and then would upload on the YouTube channel, but not a podcast. But now I'm uploading a podcast every other week, but I'm trying to upload something on YouTube every single week. But in order to do that, I had to switch the type of content to being these shorter videos that are kind of like each tap from the iron furnace is its own story kind of a thing. And so I will be going back to that vlog style type of checking in with you guys content. Like, I don't know if this needs explanation, but I guess I'm going to just explain that type of content takes longer to edit those videos. And since I'm splitting my time I'm splitting my free time, right? Because I still have a day job and I'm trying to like exercise so that I can look cute in my videos and all that, and so it's like I got an exercise regimen. Like it's all, now we're in the weeds. It doesn't matter. But it's like for my free time, it used to be just only the cast iron Gypsy, but for the past almost year, it's been split between the cast iron Gypsy and the podcast iron. And so for me to be able to make more of those types of videos that I like making, of like kind of like vlog style, there's just going to be supplemental videos in between. And so like right now, I'm trying to work on the bigger vlog video so that you can see what happened at the last iron pour that I went to. But these are kind of like stopgap, I guess. So you at least are getting something. Usually when I do a trip vlog or a project vlog, you know, the iron pour footage gets put into some sort of a montage with music anyways. And so what happened, because I just went, this will show you how far behind I am. I went to an iron pour conference, the Western conference in South Dakota. I went to that in October, the beginning of October, and I still haven't had a chance to make that video. I've been working on it. And so what I did was I edited all of the pouring clips to music, and those were supposed to be the kind of like music montages of the different performances and of the production pour. And then I was gonna build the vlog around that. And so I'm still doing that. But then I went to New Mexico and went to an iron pour event called Iron Tribe. And so I have footage from that. And then I also still have footage from November of last year where I went to Carbondale and poured at Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. And then I just went to the national conference at the beginning of this month in Birmingham, Alabama. So I have vlogs worth of material, and I'm just chipping away at it. So yeah, so that like is pretty much my explanation of why there's that weird shift, is because I'm trying to keep on posting stuff and I'm not in it necessarily because I'm behind the camera. Until I have enough funds to hire a camera person to follow me around, a lot of the times I'm the one taking the footage and putting it together. And that's okay too, because I don't have to be in everything. And I frankly don't want to be in everything because I want to be able to show you what I see. So that's a whole lot of stuff for you to look forward to, and also a little bit of my face so you can like feel like we're connected again, because I really hope we are. And then I will be also starting the next tiny tool, because coming up in the early fall of 2023, the Metal Museum is going to be having their annual auction, and every year for their auction I typically will make a tiny tool that I donate to their auction. And so this year I do have my tiny tool picked out. And so I forgot to say one more thing too. So I have an art show. Well, you guys already know, because I told you that I showed you the whole video of me pulling out all of my artwork. And so now it's coming up that I have to install that show. The last video that I put out about the exhibition, it was like, just take out everything and see what he wants. Now I have the list. I know what, it's like 31 pieces of work that I have, that I made. And that's what's going to be in the show, or like a selection of that. It may be only 20 pieces. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But what comes down to is all of those 31 pieces have to be ready to be installed in the exhibition. And that's not next weekend, but it's the weekend after. And so I have the rest of today and all next weekend to get my stuff together to be ready to go for the install on May 6th. So I don't know when you're going to be seeing this, but pretty much until after the exhibition is installed, I'm like tight. I'm jammed, because I'm still going to be having the podcast going, and I'm still going to be posting on YouTube, but they're going to be these short musical numbers. And then this, I don't know. We'll see when I can like squeak this in to get this edited and out for you to see. But that's it. That's the update. And I love you. And I'm really, really happy that you want to see what I have to show you. And that's it. So thanks for tuning in and for sticking it out. And I love you. And I can't wait to share the next one with you. So I'll talk to you soon. And have a great day because you deserve it. I love you. Mwah.